After a hurricane passes through, both chickens and ducks in a mixed flock show remarkable resilience, though they cope in different ways. Chickens, being more sensitive to sudden changes, tend to seek out shelter during the storm. Their instinct to roost comes in handy, as they will often find high perches or huddle in their coop for safety. Once the storm passes, they might be visibly shaken and their egg production may drop temporarily due to stress. Chickens often take longer to return to their normal routines, as they rely heavily on their environment remaining stable. Ducks, on the other hand, are far better equipped to handle the aftermath of a hurricane. Their love for water makes them more adaptable to the flooded conditions that follow. Ducks will often begin exploring and foraging in puddles and wet areas left behind by the storm, seeming almost unfazed by the disruptions. Their waterproof feathers keep them safe from the dampness that might affect chickens. Both species will assess their surroundings carefully after the storm. Chickens may be cautious and slow to re-emerge from shelter, while ducks are usually more eager to resume their routines, even enjoying the new water sources. In terms of long-term coping, ducks tend to bounce back quickly, while chickens may require a few days of calm to readjust and start laying eggs again. Both species rely on the safety of their coop or shelter, which becomes the cornerstone of their recovery. With the right care and attention, they will return to their usual patterns, but it's important to monitor chickens more closely for signs of stress or illness following such an event. Hurricane Helene passed through, and while we were fortunate to avoid damage or major flooding, our chickens and ducks still felt the impact. As the winds picked up and the rain came down, the flock huddled in their shelter, sensing the change in the weather. The chickens, more sensitive to the storm, were unsettled, and as a result, their egg production was down for the day. The ducks, being more water-loving and resilient, seemed less bothered by the rain, but still stayed close to cover as the winds blew. The day after the storm, the flock bounced back quickly. The chickens, though cautious at first, gradually returned to their normal routines. By the following morning, their egg production had returned to normal, as if they were making up for the previous day's lull. The ducks, always adaptable, were already back to exploring the wet areas left behind by the storm. In the end, while the storm might have briefly disrupted the flock, their resilience showed through. They weathered the storm with minimal impact and were back to their usual selves in no time. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.